Well, hello, hello, hello. Not to you, EA. Okay, fine. You can be a part of it too. Every time I upload, I'm having a problem remembering basic words today. Every time I upload an episode of this to YouTube and it like auto-generates a thumbnail, it always picks Nev from that opening scene. She is featured quite prominently, as she should be. So it's funny because I'm always trying to pick like a unique thumbnail for each episode. And it's like, Nev? Would you like Nev for the opening cutscene? Apparently I need to delay streaming if I want any other image. Welcome back. It is so nice to see you guys again. It is so nice to be in Thedas once more. If I'm remembering right, from our session on Sunday, was it? It seems a lifetime ago now. We just, we just learned about the regrets of the Dread Wolf, and there were more than I expected, and they were perhaps more life-changing, world-shattering, disappointingly regretful than I was expecting. A silly thing that I've had in mind ever since that I always love doing in games where you are able to affect your character's appearance midway is if there's like a big emotional story beat of some sort. I always like to make a physical change, like get a new haircut, add a scar, etc., etc., to try to keep my character's appearance up to date with the emotional tenor of the piece. The mirror to change is not in my room. My wardrobe is in my room. The mirror to change is within the sexy infirmary quarters of my dear friend Varric, who has been, laid up.
Enemies are gods, Rook. Nobody fights those alone. That's why Solus lost and why you'll win. He always thought his attachments were a tragic flaw he had to overcome. But they're a strength.
I see you've been doing a lot of thinking about Solus up here, Varric. It seems a little strange that you'd be mentioning that. Also, why I've just now seen that Bianca's over here, but why have you not repaired Bianca yet? It's long past time, and you're just sitting around, Varric. What are you... Bianca is shattered afore you, and you haven't even slapped some duct tape on there? Don't look at me like that. You know what you've done. Fix Bianca. Silly goose. Alright, you be good. I love your pants. Bye. Hello, hello. Nice to see you there. Happy Thanksgiving indeed. Just wanted to say I am thankful for the years of audio entertainment that you have provided for me and tens of others. 16 others at least. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to see you there, and on this of all days, a day where any other week I would be working, but not today. Something to be thankful for indeed. So, since it wasn't like I got my ass handed to me physically, I merely got my ass handed to me emotionally during this last sequence of events. Let's try a hairstyle change. We've been rocking this Commander Shepard for a little while. I assume if our hair looked like this at the beginning of the game, it's been a little while, a few weeks perhaps, and we could have some growth. Not like maturity, but just hair growth. So maybe something just a touch longer. It's still got to have a hefty tinge of... Well, there it is. I was about to say it's got to have a hefty tinge of the only word I can think to describe it is bisexuality. And I think we found our winner. Let's go for a number 9, and then just to prove that I've been deeply affected by this news, I'm going to give it a touch of brightness to boost the gray. Let's try that. 60. 60% will do it. Alright. Accept changes. I'm gonna roll with this for a bit until the next world-shattering story beat comes along. An emotional ass-handing. Oh, I loved having my hair that... Oh, I see. Called out. You know what you did. You know which bi-directional ways you've swung? That's not right. Like a pendulum, not like a... It is so nice, too, despite the news we've received, that we now have the decoration of all of these murals. This one in particular making me sad. The last session in particular, but this whole game really has made me desperately want to play the Trespasser DLC from Inquisition again, where I believe this actual scene is from. Okay, while we're in the lighthouse, anyone wish to speak with me? Harding wishes to speak with me. Davrin, everybody. Emmerich's got a big old thing. No, it's my fault for phrasing it this way. Now I have to backpedal about his big old thing. I guess he is closest to me. Let's race to the necromancer's private boudoir and see what he's got to say. I wish Manfred was in here for a bit of a menage, if you know what I mean. I meant a melange, a fruit salad. I want Manfred
interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
Yes.
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. It should be peaceful and quite undisturbed. You'd be most welcome company.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Yes, please. Give me just a moment. It is hard to backpedal with that big thing. Creates drag. Look at Emmerich's little throne chair. Look at how cute. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom in. Potentially on your thighs, but also the throne chair. It's just... Got that little Palantir orb up top to whisper dark thoughts at you. It's got that slight curve to it. Hot stuff. Can I have this chair? Look at your little boots. Ow, your ankles are clipping right into the wood. But look at your little boots. I like the scuffing on there. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then we pan up. Yeah, there he is. There's my man. What a great game. I'm going to peek at the top of your library, even though I don't think there's anything for me up here. I just like to peek. It's a pity that part of your view is obstructed by this shattered wall, but the rest of it is gorgeous. Did it not? I should have noticed a lot sooner than I did. It did not save my hair changes. Despite the fact that I thought I said save changes, I must not have hit a subsequent follow-up button. 1 second. We'll go back in time. Varric, you've been laid up for a while. Ah, how strange of you to mention that about Solus. Bianca, why are you broken? Varric, fix Bianca. Alright, we're caught up. Let me try this again. My apologies. I should have noticed. Boop, boop, boop. The number 9, please. Make me look like Harry Styles after a lawn mowing accident. a non-fatal lawn mowing accident, and it needs to be more than 5%. We'll go 65? Yeah, 65. I'm glad. I'm glad we messed it up so badly that I was forced to reconsider. Alright, back, accept changes, and then finalize those changes. Boop. Sorry, I don't know why that completely escaped me. Yeah, now we're talking. A little something to reflect my tumultuous emotional state. I will never use the stairs again, now that I've figured out it's possible to ascend that ramp. Alright, so we talked to Emmerich. I'm gonna save it with my new character changes, just in case we crash. You never know when my outdated hardware might crash. And then, Bellara first? First in my heart, certainly. Now Harding also. I'm torn. My hairstyle reflects the way that I want to go both to Bellara and Harding's bedchambers simultaneously. We'll start with Bellara.
I cannot say.
Who are you speaking with?
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Worst response
Right.
to give someone as
Deserve
curious as Bellara.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did.
She just wants
sort of.
answers.
A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction
Whoa.
of the weak-minded.
Hey now, archive
Also
spirit.
that, it's kind of mean.
Insulted back. Yes.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit?
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know.
I'm sure
That
you would.
is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
I would show a lot of consideration to them and try to make them feel like equals despite my godlike power, but I guess I somehow condescendingly seems the least offensive, which is strange to say. Forcefully, no, let's not go there. Like a jerk is basically the same as condescendingly with a little humorous twist, but I'm just gonna keep it light.
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
Being too polite.
One of the greatest of Elvenar. A steward of her glory.
Now we've figured out
Truly,
his secrets.
I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him
Wait, what
I
did you
shall
bathe in?
someday return.
Why was
You
it
mean-
warm?
The Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
Who is this Anaris you make the speaks of?
Did that name mean something to you?
He's a Forgotten One. Got told they were the bad gods, we couldn't speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane.
Who it
But
turns
now
out
we know the truth.
also the bad
about
gods.
the Evanurus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Oh, we'll get it to tell you. Does it have fingernails? Not for long. Tell me more about Solus.
Archive. Tell me about the Dreadwolf.
an ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris,
Who
he will
programmed
spare
this?
a thought for Fen'Harel.
I guess Anaris is no fan of our friend Solus.
Archive. Tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards hiding behind...
I'm having a thought. I'm sorry, Archive, to interrupt you. I feel like I need, now that I'm wearing such a similar long coat in the wild, which I do adore, I feel like I need something a little more casual for home use. Maybe I could swing by my wardrobe.
their more powerful
Sorry, Archive
magic
Spirit. I'm thinking
and
about passion.
superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending. But Anaris will prevail.
All right. Good luck. You'll get those answers. Aim for the fingernails. Won't take long.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Wow, it is so much
like the
fun to
wound
talk
of
to.
betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What?
This glowy dude is kind of a kiss ass. You're not wrong.
A shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Anytime. Literally any old time. Also, I love your big face. You got a really cute big face, Balara. I'm a fan. A fan of it. Anything else? Can I get you some tea? I'm headed that way. I gotta paddle Lucanus' little tushy, try to get him back on our side, so if I can bring you some tea, you just say the word. I feel like we just upgraded the caretaker, so therefore probably cannot upgrade them again, but I'm right here. I have a 2,000 or so. I need a 1,700. Clothes, that's right. Sorry, Harding, I'll be right there. It's very slippery towards the end. I don't know if I unlocked any new options, but I've been wanting to check for a while. So at home, I am wearing the Orchestrator's long coat. Do I have anything, how do I say this, plunging? I would really like something plunging, if it's at all possible. That makes me look like one of the Godskin peelers from Elden Ring. And I'm not mad at it, necessarily. But I've also never woken up and thought, I want to look like a Godskin peeler. Apparently my plunging options are quite, non-existent. Dorian would never stand for this sort of wardrobe. I mean, that is plungy. It's got the whole studded leather piece beneath, but it is plungy. It's more what I'm looking for. That's pretty nice. This one's got a lot of pockets. And also the brightest trousers. Like the morning sun in my eyes. So I feel like I want just like clothes. Something I really liked in Inquisition. That you could just have really basic clothes like you had taken off all of your armor. And this is my only option for that. Which I think would change based on my origin point. This is like the Shadow Dragon's basic outfit, I think. But maybe I'm misunderstanding. So I don't know. There's not really a daily wear option that doesn't have way too many attached pauldrons, it seems. Therefore, for now, we'll just keep the Orchestrator's long coat. And this was all a huge waste of everyone's time, I guess. I'm not proud of myself, but at least we tried. Oh, catch me table! Oh, I didn't quite make it. Alright, to Harding. Hello, hello. You were really hoping I'd stream. So was I. God, I was sitting around just hoping and hoping I'd stream. Very glad to see you.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Balara made snacks. This makes it seem like something serious, which also the way I was like, oh, hey, Harding, made it seem like something serious. And it could be the fact that both as a chantry worshipper and a dwarf, Harding took that last conversation harder than Hardinger than anyone. Balara made snacks. Ease into it.
Balara made snacks. Seems like you could use one. And food always makes me feel better.
I could use some cheering up, actually.
It's
Maybe a
Solus's
soothing
memory,
skin
isn't it?
massage?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans.
I know.
And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits.
Tranquilize the holy crap out of
Should
them.
I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to
Because
handle.
of all the sad, I think. There's no right way to handle it. But
There's
any way
really
you
no
handle
right
it
way to
is the
feel.
right way.
You've been through a lot.
You're right. Maybe I just need time. And a snack.
Yeah.
It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me.
Oh, anytime.
I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Lovely.
Oh, shut up.
Never. You accept my compliments and love. You accept me thinking that you're the best. I'm gonna go get you that snack. I'm headed... I think you might have overheard me talking to Balara about paddling, just paddling away at Lucanus' little tushy to try to woo him. So I'm gonna get you that snack, and then I'm gonna drop Balara's tea off, because that might spill if I came to you first, and then I'll bring you the snack, okay? Also, I don't know how to ask this. I never have, but can I put my bare feet in your pool? I would really like to. Maybe later. We'll talk about it. I gotta figure out how to make my feet bare first. Yeah, Manfred does not technically have a conversation for me, but if I passed by his little staircase without playing rock, paper, scissors with him, I would never forgive myself, so... We tie? I didn't see what I had. I think you beat me. I'll look at my own hand this time. Yeah! Tit for tat. Tit for Manfred. It's a new sort of activism campaign I'm starting. If anyone would be interested. I don't know what we're trying to accomplish exactly, but we'll work it out. Write up a mission statement.
If that dragon had taken Mimrathus, I hate to think what the Venatori might do with that sort of chaos. A lot of people are alive. A lot of people have a chance, thanks to us. But we broke Lucanus out of the ossuary. He could finally go home, and now... what happens to Treviso now?
Man, I hadn't even really thought of it from that angle. That Lucanus was stuck in, like, the crypt for years? Several years? And had finally made it back to his hometown of Treviso, and then... we dropped the old blight upon it. That makes me feel bad. There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it. Update, still watching this. Has it moved over an inch? What? What part of the wall is moving? Also, what sort of magical symbols are you tracking here? What is this? Would you like to tattoo it on me with some sort of henna? Because I'm just groping for excuses to disrobe in your presence, Nev, is all. I don't mean to put you to work, but I'd love to put you to work. There's my good boy. And Asan is here. Cute.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
What's wrong with my voice?
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin.
Maybe you are.
Squawk.
Maybe that's why your pecs are so smooth. Hey, you watch your language, Davrin. Don't be rude, Asan. Asan could never be rude. Especially when he puts his beak in my morning cereal. That's just bonding. I don't know why this sounds sarcastic, but I think it's genuine. I think it's coming from a genuine place, but the way I read it is like, nice parenting skills. I don't think that's what I'm saying.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
Good.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just
want to see those pecs, baby.
Really? Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort.
Blackwall? How are we talking about?
If you're facing prison or worse, you can always
Talking
join the
about
Grey
Tom
Wardens
Rainier?
and take your chances with the Blight.
Tell me about Weishaupt.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
That sounds
Fun bunch you hang out with.
almost as gorgeous.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Hey, ahoy! It is indeed time for turkey age. Gobble, gobble. That's the subtitle, I think. More. Evermore. Who are the wrong sort? Tell me about Tom Rainier.
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun, right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
Has your first warden always been, well...
Uncooperative?
A stubborn bastard.
A stubborn
One way of
bastard, yes,
putting it.
that's the way.
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
Tell me more about this discipline, Davrin. What, how do I phrase this? Assless chaps do you wear during this discipline, Davrin? Hi. Gobble gobble to you, too. You came in just in time for me to be disciplining Davrin's assless chaps.
He'll have to.
You're
Elginham
welcome.
and Gillinan won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
Is Rook the sort of person who would join the Wardens? It's kind of a death sentence. And my Rook strikes me as the sort of person who enjoys being alive. So while she would absolutely launch herself into the fray in defense of the good free folk of Thedas, she wouldn't, want to join the Wardens unless there was an accident. Flirty. I didn't even notice. We go flirty.
You don't seem the wrong sort.
No one's born a hero.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Okay,
Best
I join
part
the
is
Wardens.
the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Ah, redemption is impossible. Criminal scum will always be... Sorry, there's some asshole stuck in my throat. Who would say that? Everyone deserves redemption.
We all need that chance.
Good.
Put past sins to right.
It makes the Warden stronger to have people in our ranks who've lived in the shadows. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
I mean, any hand
Kinda
who's
like
willing
us,
to volunteer,
I suppose.
I'd
Minus the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden has a ring to it.
I
How about we
must
quit
play
while we're
this
ahead?
spin-off game.
See you around.
Manfred joins the Grey Wardens. Defeating the archdemon Spawn with the power of rock, paper, scissors. Hassan, my buddy, my boy, my big beautiful man. No, I understand. You don't want to be hugged right now. But I'll see you outside next time. And I'm going to give you such a cuddle. Alright? By the way, I just came from Nev's room, and she's sleeping on a small piece of what appears to be like bongo drum skin stretched over a couple of twigs. I know we've kind of harped on about your tasteful bedding to the point where it's becoming annoying for all of the viewers, but it really does seem unfair compared to Nev's bongo bed. I just thought you should be aware. Like, if you've got connections in the city for these silken sheets and such, I can give you Veilguard resources to buy us all some nicer beds.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a
She's
shirt.
pulling them
You fight
off.
Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just,
It's
why
really
dress like
not.
that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Ah, so this is about your mother, is it? I don't mean to put a spotlight on it. Sometimes when we're having a subconscious, wrestle, a struggle with ourselves, you don't want people to bring a spotlight on it, but sometimes it can also help to chase the shadows away. Tell me more about your mother.
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like
Ask
a man
Tosh
than a woman.
first, before you bring Nev
And
into
you
this.
feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy.
No. Can you imagine
That's
me
not
in a
my
dress?
info to share.
I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
Oh, you don't look stupid, Tosh. I'm so sorry. You wouldn't look stupid, but that's really not my place to say. We can stop talking about this if you'd like, or we could dig into it deeper, into the deeper philosophical meanings. I don't want to make you upset, but we're all friends here. This is a safe place, Tosh, if you'd like to talk about it.
This isn't about the dress, is it?
No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman. This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
It's not stupid, Tosh. We're here to help. I need you functional. What sort of terrible thing is that? Excuse me. Reaction to being a woman? Do I get this option because I am a woman? And I'm saying this from a point of comfortability with my own gender. I would like to be as very, very supportive and helpful as possible without making any assumptions based on my own experience of gender and being a woman, which I don't think is going to be very helpful to Tosh. But if it is, if multiple perspectives would shed some light on how you're actually feeling, I would love to be of service.
Hey, It's not stupid.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to say.
I do like being a woman, but if you don't...
It is not stupid.
Maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
What a sweet conversation. I hope that we can help unpack some of those feelings in a very gentle, very supportive manner. Alright, Lucanus is little Tushy awaits. Here I am, trying to be as gentle and supportive as possible. And meanwhile, I'm just paddling away at Lucanus' little Tushy. I should be more sensitive to him. But I won't. Hey, I'm here to see if you want to get coffee with me.
Lucanus.
Where are you?
Where is he?
You promised me that you would be here. You promised me that you would be here. I think you got it. You got it. No explanation needed. Strange, he left his favorite cup. Now I'm worried. Did spite, secret him away? Through channels in the underworld unknown to me? Clearly he has something to talk about. He appears to be chillin' near the alluvion. Let's go. Watch out, caretaker! Oh, they thought about that. They thought about you getting behind the caretaker's desk to rifle through his business receipts. And they were like, we can't allow that. So I'll just go around then. Lucanus, are you TPing?
Back,
Are you
demon!
peeing?
No further! Isn't standing up to them
Oh, it's
supposed
not
to work?
Lucanus.
Let Lucanus
Hello,
go.
Spite.
Don't make us hurt both of you.
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon.
Hey.
It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
The demon is also part of our team. Let's be nice.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Delicious.
Rook, do something!
Maybe hug? Maybe hug Spite from the back. Maybe just give him some jam, I think is what he's after. He's like, if no one will give me jam, I'll leave and get it myself, and we should support that. I'll be cash. I'll be bordering on sarcasm. Sure. Sarcasm?
Lucanus! Wake up!
Ugh. What the?
You tried to walk through the alluvion in your sleep.
Spite
More
wanted out.
coffee.
I need coffee.
Sorry, I should have let you handle it. You know that coffee can't fix everything, but I'm not the person to say that. Have you heard the White Vault? Coffee actually can, it seems, fix everything.
You can't just caffeinate your way out of this.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
Hey, we're not blaming you, man. You don't have to make excuses to us. Can we talk to Spite? I'm not gonna tie you down. I mean, if you'd like me to tie you down, I 100% will. But can we talk this out?
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone.
Demon of gentle
Don't worry
learning.
about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Oh, we didn't do anything. You snapped yourself out of it, buddy. Also, would you like me to tie you down before we move on from the subject? Questions on demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims that they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker. Angry. History claims that they're the first children of the Maker. It's fine. I'm not here to get into that debate. They're angry at their creator for turning from them and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. Mine is gluttony. A cyan color change. You've got it. You've got it, big guy. Can I call you that? Is that? Yes. Yes, cyan. I am the demon of Cyan. That sounds like an oddly appropriate name for a demon, really. Also chartreuse. Bit fancier demon, though. I imagine like bangles in the hair on that demon. Scrawled below all of this in Lucanus's handwriting, Emmerich declares this categorization limited by Nevarin standards, and Nev claims it makes the matter overcomplicated based on what she's seen. We've got all manner of perspectives. Either way, it speaks only of mages again. Every text says I should be dead or impossible. There must be something else. So Lucanus having no magical ability, being just a slit-throaty, stab man, should not technically have survived a demon possession. And yet, he's stronger than ever before. And, his pants are tighter than ever before. His ample cheekage throbbing in the breeze. We've gone too far with it. We've gone too far. Okay, Emmerich has a thing for me. I don't think there were any, quests necessarily that spun out of those other discussions, probably as evidenced by the fact that Emmerich was the only one with a big exclamation point. So I think he's the only one we have to meet somewhere. But it does feel like we're close to another companion quest for everyone else, too. Why not? Let's spend a little time with Emmerich. Getting to know him. Putting my pants down his... Wait, what? Laundry chute. Nothing weird. I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize. Let's fast travel, shall we? To the Necropolis Halls. Boop, boop. Emmerich will meet us there regardless, but I'll take him. And Balara, you with your gorgeous new armor, come with. I need your healing abilities. Just to mention, I know that from the last session we had that Mythal's Essence quest, which is the next logical stopping point after our conversation with Morrigan last time. However, I was cautioned by a dear friend and cohort in trying to seduce Emmerich that there's a little piece of Balara's companion quest line that if you can complete before you ever have that first conversation with Mythal's Essence. Excuse me, I'm choking. You should do. So want to try to boost my relationship a touch with Balara, see if we can do the next step in her companion quest before we go through that secret root tunnel that Morrigan opened for us, is why I'm procrastinating wildly, just to briefly explain. Also, somebody mentioned, like on a TikTok or something, that places where your companions, like where you first met your companions, their shopkeepers sometimes have gifts that you can buy to give to your companions to boost your relationship. It makes me blush to say. And I don't know if that's like this guy? Sweet, sweet Vorgoth?
Prepare yourself.
For Emmerich, perhaps? I don't think it would be a weapon, necessarily. Accessories. Valuables. A haunted statuette gift. This looks like the sort of thing. So, like, we might be able to go to everyone's home base, say, to, like, the Veil Jumper camp for Balara, I'm guessing. And we can also buy mementos to increase our caretaker relationship. Ooh! Ooh! I don't know why I'm making these sounds. So let's try getting this haunted statuette for our sweet boy back there. And then, oh, I really wish that there was a preview button. Like X or Y right here to preview how this would look upon my fantastic bod. That'd be great. So I also might be able to find, like, more casual clothing that I'm looking for at some of these shops. I love this game. There's so many things about this game that I love. Hey. Guessing I probably need to give people their gifts back at the lighthouse. So let's press on for now. Let's press my chest gently against Emmerich's. For now. Seems like I'm taking the long way around. But I'll trust the quest objective. Also, do I have full posh? I do. Yummy.
We're not alone.
I wish we were. I wish we were alone. It already melted before I even got there. Nice dodge.
Knew you could do it, Rook.
All right. Back through this. Much clearer now. Filled with jaunty broom skeletons. Now that we've done that little mission to light the candles of protection. Hey, candles of protection.
Looks like the candles worked.
It's lovely down
some
here.
Of my colleagues have begun the renewal of the vows.
Renewal of the vows, you say? Why, Emmerich?
Light and calm, guard the vaults of
I didn't
this
know we were
place.
at that point in our relationship. 10 years on, the spark remains, but we just kind of feel like we need another ritualistic, you know, bolstering of our relationship. So vow renewal? I gotcha. I'm here for it. I thought... No, that's right. I was confused that this door was the one where we were killing demons out in the world to open, and there was a horrible level 85 boss behind it. It's not. It's a different door. We're fine. Hey. Ooh, prezzies. I'm excited too. Can't wait to give people prezzies. Can't wait to see what everyone's prezzies are. Just like that little piece of information about them is exciting enough. Let alone the joy on their faces when we gift them. As Emmerich performs rituals to honor the dead of the Grand Necropolis, the senior necromancer opens up about his past. Tell me more.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include
Iron
tending
Maiden
to
in
these
there.
rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down.
Hey, buddy.
Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
Cute. Go for it. We're here for you.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
Very fine sentiment. Still getting a lot of gloom.
No one's gonna seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
Never mind. No hauntings here.
So what now?
All right, I'll trust you.
In remembrance of the dead.
Manfred, come back here. Manfred, I want to play rock, paper, scissors with you. I want to scissor you, Manfred. Please. What a gorgeous place. A memorial garden / cemetery. Brimming with life. Or the very opposite of that. Sorry.
Would you care to light
I was
the
scissoring
candle?
Manfred.
Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death.
Hauntings moving swiftly onward.
Dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved
Look
would
at that
lead here.
ass. Sorry,
So
what were you saying,
the
Emmerich?
Necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could
This-
you light the next
This disrespectful?
candle?
Can I have this? Is this an offering to the dead? Or can I... Yoink.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
There's a chest up there.
You know your plants.
There's also a chest down here.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Bet you'd love some of the books the Shadow Dragons liberated from a few magisters.
Casually liberated.
This way, Rook.
No big.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but
Oh,
these
hey.
places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are
Look
buried
at these
here anyway?
cuties.
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
It's long past time. Manfred, what are you peeking at? Is this your corpse? I mean, not your corpse. You are your corpse, but is this where you were buried?
Examining the graves?
So cute. My heart can't take it.
You'll need to light these candles as well.
Privilege.
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Shadow Dragons are
How
used to weird
simple-minded of them.
architecture. More skulls here, though.
Distant, eerie whispers moving closer.
The spirits gather.
it.
Only a few more candles. Follow me.
All right. Promise you'll protect me if there's a wildcat? You're afraid of the wildcat, and you're gonna hide behind that brazier, are you? I'm gonna... There you go. Yeah, sorry. I was blocking you with my very aura. Hey, hi. You're so pretty. I love your cloak. And your lack of legs.
Ah, look here.
Hey.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Bye, nice to meet you.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Trying to decide if he would appreciate sorry. My politeness is like, yeah, we should say I'm sorry. And maybe he'd appreciate that. But also, Emmerich is not the typical person whose relationship with death is so final. So maybe there's nothing to be sorry for, but I'm gonna try it.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
If that's worth anything.
Always.
Oh, good.
We move on, as we must. But those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me.
Plus, the high-collared shirts are to
Come,
die for,
the next
so
set
it
of
was
graves
worth
lies
joining.
ahead.
Manfred. He's just having a great day. He's like baby's day out for Manfred. With a few less street criminals pestering him at the construction site. Sorry, just cleaning up. Just cleaning up some detritus.
Please, light the next candles if you would.
Baby, you light my fire. So I'd be happy to return the favor.
There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a
Purpose,
speciality.
death magic. All things that a little orphan
All this
boy
pageantry,
requires.
this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of
These candles seem a little close to the bushes, but that's just me.
magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before.
Manfred, there you are. Whole gang's together. We got Wisp, we got Manfred, we got
We
Salt
must
and Pepper
get to
Daddy.
the candle, please, Manfred.
I mean,
You
Emmerich
told
is his
Harding
name.
that Manfred used to
Sorry.
be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred?
Yes.
Here are the last
Shimmy,
candles
shimmy.
you'll need to light.
But I don't want our date to end. Can we keep these candles unlit until after you've made a move on me? Manfred would like to watch. He's in favor of us getting together in the end. Like a peanut butter sandwich. Sticky. Inseparable.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
Do I do it with my hand, or do I shoot an arrow at it to try to impress you? Probably shouldn't scratch the bell. Okay. Hot. Alright. Did I do it right? You gonna
Let
make
the
a move on
rites
me now, or?
be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hail from the abyss.
Keepsake and Curio.
Faith kept in all our hands.
Cute names.
What was...
The necropolis
Goodbye.
hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to...
Heading out to eat. So nice to see you. Much love. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Filled with deliciousness. Bye
the
for a
bell
bit.
once more to close out the departing ceremony.
By all means, spirits cry away. Why is this little part of my chin so itchy today?
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't
And
the
they never know.
necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Once or twice. Oh, this is too heavy for me. I'm bailing. Yeah.
Well, hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that.
Nightly.
That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over.
Not even with forehead smoochies?
It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends.
Manfred.
I argued with teachers.
You're the best.
Yet, it lingered.
Only 2 cups? Come on, Manfred, treat yourself.
Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough.
It's ready to give you your
There
sugar
are struggles,
cubes.
but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves.
Aww. Manfred is going to make me die with cuteness overload. Hello, hello. So kind of you to join us. Nice to see you there. Sorry I abandoned you in your gorgeous sky game. I am very interested in that. It looked like a wonderful time. Gentle puzzle solving in the clouds. Welcome, welcome.
And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
How very polite. Anything for Manfred. Genuinely. Any time, day or night. Daily and nightly. In a graveyard? Well, yeah, of course. It's the one time I don't want more information. You're trying to impress me, Emmerich.
Did you set all this up?
I should have thought twice about that. Emmerich, like, top tier romance option already. I don't even know that much about him. Madly in love. But if Manfred is romanceable, and I can't say for sure that he's not, they are fighting for that top spot. My 2 skelly boys.
To make a good impression?
Of course not. I was only...
Because it's working.
Then...
He's so cute. My flirting went right over his head. There wasn't a thought in his cute little head that I could be coming on to him. And I really like that in a man.
It's my pleasure to share the tranquility of this place with you.
Like, no, I want that. I want to share a romantic evening with you, Emmerich. Like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't intend that at all. While performing rites in the necropolis, Emmerich confessed that he's always been haunted by a fear of his own mortality. The rites brought him peace, however, and left him with an even greater resolve to face the perils of the world above. Do not worry, Emmerich. When the time comes for us to die, we shall die together, hand in hand, lips locked to one another's bodies. Balara, hi, I didn't see you there. Sorry, I was just threatening Emmerich with a good time. What's this? Rises now the evening star, counterweight to hail desire. Feel the old year's clutching toll, mark the banking of the fire. The fire is banking. I don't know if that means it's like listing to the right or if it just made a deposit. But the fire's up to something. What a gorgeous place this is.
So?
Yes, indeed.
Elves came from spirits.
An incredible revelation of what happened thousands of years ago.
Felt like they needed to talk this
I
out.
asked Davern what he thought, and he just shrugged.
Davern.
He would.
He is a little busy being a single dad, so we should cut him some slack, but I do feel like he's not really weighing the philosophical implications of it all to the extent that I would prefer. But again, he's very busy being a single dad to a little baby. Are you bullying this child? Are you all three of you gathering around to bully this poor weeping child? I will not stand for it. Just make sure I haven't missed any other readable bells real quick. As those poem snippets are gorgeous. Laughing youths in noonday shade clasp the harvest hand in hand, find the shrouded lover's kiss, pluck the lily from the land. Oh my. Oh. If it's a follower-only chat, they can't talk. I don't know. If it is a follower-only chat, let me check. Followers only... It says 0 minutes, as though it is not currently. So in any followers. Off. Followers only restriction removed. It's probably an ill-fated attempt to keep bots out. But yes, if you are not following me and would like to chat, please feel free. I'm so sorry. It's off now. And thank you for the notification. Is that the one we started with? Yes. Rises now the evening star. Rolls the R's trippingly across the tongue. That's not part of the poem. It feels rude to take a broken walking stick from a cemetery. That was probably like an old man's keepsake, laid upon the grave out of respect, and now I've just yoinked it. I've yoinked it hard. Emmerich, hi. Would you like me to... Never mind. Death's new bounty blooms awake, wrapped in silken morning sighs. Gorgeous turn of phrase. Golden is your newfound birth, flame eternal in your eyes. You bring me to the cemetery. under the cover of night, you light romantic candles, you make your skeleton butler brew me the perfect and most delightful cup of tea, and then you gently stroll under the moonlight with me and read me poems. Emmerich, you've done it. I am yours. Take me now. Bend me over the balcony. Fire on the sands above stirs the breath and paints the sky. Insects flock in golden vaults. Shepherds wake and red hawks cry. Sort of put a damper on the mood, that one, all the hawks and such. I feel like we're being watched while we're canoodling. But I guess that is why I invited Balara, so... What's happening to me, Emmerich? Oh, you've taken me up to that chest on the balcony that I desired. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Plumed plate mail. Yes. Do enjoy that, Tosh. I'll be back to inspect you in it shortly. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, and now you're giving me naughty missives, Emmerich. A strangely ethereal quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager greets the temperate without temperance, collecting the uncommon vigor mortis. Being a spirited necromancer quite beyond the pale, veils have never been so thin, as the question of where one goes is overshadowed by how often one might arrive. Oh my. Is it hot in here? The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, a plot that gives itself away in the end, but when the mood is right, who among us hasn't? 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. Signed cordially, the Randy Dowager. Gorgeous. What a great place this is. Also nice to be able to survey the grounds from above. Even lovelier from up here. The pillars of night stretching up into the fog. Who knows where they might end? Probably at the top. What's this? Our beloved's home. It could be a very generic and sweet statement about a loved one. I'm trying to remember if we've seen anyone specifically referred to as beloved. Manfred? Is that where Manfred is buried? Or was buried? Aha! Secret chest! Again, seems disrespectful to take the gold and walking sticks. But I'm greedy, so I will do that. What's down here? What in the hell is this?
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Frost-blown dark before the dawn, sightless gulf of endless sleep. No sound murmurs through the mind, nothing turns within the deep.
It's a meditative...
It's a meditative what? A meditative what?
Puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
So you do know the solution, then. Fine, begin. Placate the mischief. Ding dong. I shouldn't have gone for that. Now I've lost the wisp, but I was so greedy for it. Assuming it's this one. I wonder if we should not have read all of the poems first, and this would be the actual order of the full poem, if we had followed this. Okay. There's a little green
Let's try
green
this again.
symbol. Maybe he went to this one first, and I ran right past it. Okay, back to 1. Try to pay better attention to these symbols this time.
Straight away.
Ding dong. Probably this one next.
Right away.
Looks promising. Over this way.
Emmerich?
Thank you for your help, Emmerich. Also, thank you for your patience. Seeing as how you've probably already solved this, dozens of times. It's very sweet of you to let me have the fun.
Of course.
With my fresh eyes.
I can assist.
Final one. Grinding
That opened up
rock.
something.
What? Where? Where's the rock that we're gonna grind on? Assuming back to that gate where we started? Wait. I see poetry on the bench. Failure. Each cutting withers when I attempt to replant it above the necropolis. Somewhere along the ages, we created soil that breeds plants poisoned by the sun. What a pity. I would have enjoyed a cluster of moon lilies in my little potted garden. We would all enjoy a cluster of moon lilies, but some things are not meant to be. I thought that was an arch that would lead me straight through to the other side. It is not. It is a teleportation mausoleum. Just go around. There we are. We figured it out. I'm assuming this is the grinding rock, so let's get to it. Valara, if you'd excuse us for just a mo. It's a very weird sound in my apartment. I think maybe I'm being home alone. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Oh, hey. Do pardon. There's a bag of rice. Perched precariously on my pantry shelves that succumbed to the sweet siren song of gravity and scared the crap out of me. But everything's fine. I am unassailed by villains in my own home. Just the bag of rice. This death mask looks pretty sweet, but somehow has less defense. And I'm still after as much stagger as I can possibly get. Plus, I'd love that takedown damage if it would only upgrade itself. So I will stay with my current helmet, but thank you. Organ jar? I used to love playing this game on MS-DOS. Wait. For the Navaran who wants to take it all with them, a jar for storing the heart, stomach, brain, or any other cherished tissues. Cute. Precious decay. Alright, thank you for the goodie treats. Thank you, guys. Quick check on the map. Any other unopened chests in my area? Hot singles, perhaps? No. No hot singles. I think that was his full quest. But we do have his gift to give him now. And it seems appropriate to give him a gift after such a lovely evening. Let's head back to the lighthouse. And then maybe we could swing into the Veilguard camp and see if we can do the same thing for Balara. In fact, it would have been more efficient to go to the Veilguard camp first and then be at the lighthouse for both gifts. Let's do that! No time for drinking coffee! Not sure why I'm in such a rush all of a sudden. But if I can gift Balara with something, I will. I do always worry, though, that when I'm in the lighthouse and there are conversations, that if I leave the lighthouse, the conversations will never appear again. I'm paralyzed with fear. Okay. We'll stay in the lighthouse for now. Excuse me. Goodness. Back to Emmeric's chambers. He's up top.
If there's any advice,
Oh, what are you guys doing?
about handling the blight.
I'll pass it on. Though some details are only for wardens.
Are you serious?
Seems selfish.
You're clinging to your order's secrets now?
It's not about secrecy, Lucanus. When you're resistant to the blight like we are, wardens can take more risks. Or do you want untrained civilians spreading it further?
Right. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get how you feel, but let's make this better, not worse.
Let's kiss it and make it better. That was a weird time to itch my inner thigh after I said that. Sorry, gentlemen. Carry on. Surprising idle animation that was to me. Oh, Manfred! I'm here to cherish you.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Are you homesick?
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
Have they? Would they like to stop by for a tour?
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits
It's
and
not
the
all
dead.
it's done to the tongues of kings and
A vast
queens.
well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
It's been a while since we've heard this name. Our Watchers also mortalitasi. But this seems more in line with what he was saying. A vigil against what?
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and
Mourning,
more
I
dangerous
guess?
things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
I hope you'll be there to hold me when I start shivering in the void. Are you also mortalitasi, as I believe it's pronounced?
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
These responsibilities, do they include, tailoring? No, probably not. I just assumed based on your vest.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the
Stare at
funerary
Manfred
dead.
all day.
Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
You went to print something the other day, and there is a distinct delay between the sending and the printing, and apparently it's just long enough for me to forget that I've printed something and be entirely freaked out by the thunking sounds coming from the hallway across my house at midnight, which was exacerbated by the cat being perpetually terrified of the printer anyway, with good reason, it seems. It's so weird how we can manage to scare ourselves, all alone in our homes. You mentioned homesickness. Would you like to go visit? We have time.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Corpse whispering requests, you say?
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes
yes, I did mean
fetching
to
back
cut you
last words from a loved one.
What were the most romantic last words you've ever heard? Please let me ask. Please let me ask that question. I must know.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
I can imagine. Yeah, what does it matter now? I'm not telling you, I'm dead. Did you give up your classes? Do your students miss you?
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10.
7?
How's one
10.
meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time?
That does sound like too many. Oof. Oh, I don't want to see you around. I want to see you now. I would like to see you now. Please come into my office. Please come.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company.
I'm not going to tell you. What are you going to do? Kill me if I don't tell you? I'm already dead. I really love the skeletons. The skeletons. Oh, goodness, me too. Cute little rib cage. Just want to grab a... What is it called? Like a xylophone stick? Do you call it a xylophone stick? I don't know, but I want to ding, 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 all day.
In the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
It was very romantic the first time. I enjoy your company. Heart shape. With the undead? Never. Yeah. No, I would really like to. And to be clear, before I say this, I am flirting with you. Please accept it.
You know I can't turn down spending more time with you.
How lovely to hear you say so. I'll always be glad to show you around the
He
tombs,
doesn't
my
get it.
dear. At your pleasure.
And I love that
I'll
about him.
take you up on that.
Wonderful. Until then.
It just makes me want to woo him harder. Ever harder. Like, hey, I'm really into you and I'd like to spend romantic time together. Oh, how delightful to hear such a thing. Okay, I got you a gift. It's nothing special. It's...
How thoughtful, Rook.
That's it. I don't even get to see... I guess, is it this? Is it this bird statue? It's glorious. How did I fit that in my pants on the way over here? I thought there'd be a bit more of a cutscene of him gently inspecting first the gift and then my body, but you're welcome. I'll see you next time. Wait a minute, do you sleep in the blood? Yep. Yep, I guess you sleep in the blood. Or maybe you just sleep in your curvy chair. That can't be good for your spine. Sorry to hear about your printer incident. I did this to myself twice within a 48-hour period. Oh no. You guys still talking? Are you just sharing waxing tips between the two of you? I'm just gonna stand here until I start itching my thighs again, because that was fun. That was fun last time. Go on, Rook. Show the boys what you've got. Okay, we don't have that much time. Sorry, I gotta go. So, Tosh has like a full companion quest, it seems. Who was the other one who had something to say? Nev. Not a full companion quest, but important to me. Let's start there. Asan! My two favorite cuties. Hey.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't?
Asan, you keeping secrets?
So much for a straight answer.
Nev,
Little ears.
you don't strike me as an animal person. Well, besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic.
Whereas the cats are
Damned if a third of the cats
fully
aren't either.
demonic. Third of the cats. I've met a few demons in my time as a shadow dragon. You?
I met a possessed cat once. Not the worst demon I've run into, but...
They can still shake up your day.
Pretty much.
Claw
And
up
the
your
claws.
kneecaps.
Asan's much friendlier. And makes fewer bargains.
He also leaves my
All the
fucking
nonsense
kneecaps
we've run
alone.
into. You're what's strange.
Asan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
You're cute with Asan. It's true. It's true. Tell me more about your uncle first. I'm gonna pry into your family
Were you
history.
close with your uncle?
Any history
I
of
didn't see him
diabetes
much,
or
but yeah, we were. There aren't a lot of mages in my family, and in a city like Minrathous, it always matters. I learned quick who wanted to use me to step up the social ladder. My uncle wasn't one of them. He'd have talked your ear right off, Asan.
giving you your propers? You're really cute with Asan, and I think it's important that you know so.
You know, you're sweet with him.
Aren't I always?
Oh.
I walked into that.
What's the difference between, like, flirting with Emmerich and flirting with Nev? You flirt with Nev, and she's like, yeah. You flirt with Emmerich, and he's like, oh, how How polite of you.
Sing your
You're
praises.
not third
and
wheel,
you still want
Hassan.
something.
What do you mean?
I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
Let's break into Lucanus's good stash of cakes. You're gonna want her at your back, Hassan. Hey, just between us. It's a secret.
Hey, Hassan. Between you and me, I think I like her a lot.
That's really sweet. That's been my favorite flirty interaction so far.
Yeah.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Fair enough.
Falling on it.
Bye for now. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was really nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. If such things are celebratable. Unless you're filled with discontent and ungratefulness, which is okay too. Unhappy Thanksgiving. It's lovely to see you. And at that moment, we find out that Hassan speaks fluent English and loves to spill gossip. No, Hassan! I told you this in confidence. My sweet boy, I'll give you more cakes if you keep my secrets. Alright, we gotta go talk to Tosh, and then we gotta get to the Veil Jumper camp. I love boosting our relationship. The interactions you have with your companions in this one are so sweet. Like it always has been one of the highlights of Dragon Age games, but this feels really special to me. I like our group. Alright, I've already forgotten where Tosh is. You're in the storage room, where you sleep. Now I remember. Oh, hey, Tosh. I guess we can't see your new armor, since you're in your at-home living clothes. But I can't wait.
Hey, glad you stopped by.
Me too.
I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt.
Mm.
Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
Are you trying to recruit me to Christianity? You want me to get to know the Lord? Is that what's happening? Oh no, the Lords of Fortune. I see. I would happily get a drink with you, Tosh. Give me one moment. Give me one moment to woo Balara, and I'm all yours, sweet cheeks. Sweet birthday baby. What am I looking for? The world map. There it is. So, I want to go to Arlothan. It should poop me right out into the Veil Jumper camp. Poop poop. Harding, come with me. My love, my own. My sweet dwarven champion. She was about to invite you to their charity fish fry, and after that, some small sermons. I don't want to get to know the Lord. Stop it. Stop it, Tosh. But this fish fry is delicious. Thank you for inviting me.
Patrols have checked in. They found some more relics.
All right, let's check here.
Woman? I hear she's called Lady Morrigan.
What's she doing here?
Lady Morrigan?
Strife knows her. Someone said she's a witch of the wild.
Sounds like a fancy type.
Is she still here?
She might have some coin. I could use the business.
I don't see Morrigan. But she does have coin, and she can get more just like that. So many tricks and schemes, that one.
Things lurking in the forest. I got the goods
I
to kill most all of them.
probably should have caught on to this a lot sooner. I'm just now seeing this upgrade menu. So I give up wood and gold, and at certain, I'm assuming, thresholds of strength, it doesn't cost me reputation. I'm assuming it's just a threshold of reputation. Pretty please? Yeah. Cool. Alright, do you have a gift? For my love, my own. Elven themes? What's that? Where do I apply themes? Pocket frog. The master cut away all that was not glory, and their perfection was witnessed by a singular vault, June said. June, said sweep in their wake. June said sweep in their wake. I'm not sure why that's not making sense to me. And make each imperfection a shared simple joy. I'm not sure what that has to do with a pocket frog. Elven frog figurine. A golden mechanical frog, carved in angular ancient elven style, is sure to please one particular elven explorer. Yes, please. Veil jumper banners. Plunging? I want plunging. Does anyone have it? I want some gay. Gay it's got to be. It plays in my head so many times a day. Why would I want to join the Lord when there's all these fine ladies about? That was a very successful flirt interaction. Good job.
Come back alive.
All right.
No coin in dead customers.
Got a little something for Bellara.
I've never seen anything like
If Morrigan's
this.
here,
The
I would
whole
very
forest
much
is
like to
in
ogle
chaos.
her, please. Want to point her out to me? No? Then I'm just gonna visit, I don't know, Gary? Gary the Nug? I can never remember his name. Darren. I really should have insisted to Melia that she leave the depths of the forest earlier. I knew something was wrong. My magic felt different. The air felt charged. Even the wind rustling through the leaves sounded like a warning. She told me to go ahead, to wait by the river. I was there with the others when we started seeing the lights in the sky. Her Aravel never made it out. I'm so sorry. I feel like we probably read that before, but just in case. Hey, Gary. Greg, Gus. Gus? Gus sounds right. I missed you, and I love you. Enjoy your apples. Whoa, maybe slow down on the apples. But do enjoy. Morrigan is not here anymore. You got my hopes up for nothing. But I forgive. I just have to go find her myself and tell her what she means to me. Oh, Morrigan. Ever since the first game I've known, she's Morrigan. Fantastic. I forget that just because it spits me out there when I fast travel from the lighthouse, that illuvian does not take me right back to the lighthouse. Let's go right back and give Bellara her gift, as I am excited to boost my relationship. Not to mention my relations with Bellara. Once you get to know the Lord, you'll get the secret recipe for our batter. Someone in the background crunches into a piece of battered fish. Is this tempura? All right, straight to Bellara's chambers. Tosh. Sorry I'm taking so long.
Taking a walk?
That's what's taking me so long, yes. I'll be right there. I can't wait to get positively wasted. Hey, I got you this. It's a frog.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. It's nothing, really. Anyway, I love you, bye. Alright, Tosh, as promised. Take me into your loving arms. And she could, too. Easily.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
And I don't just mean because I'm game for it. I mean, she's very strong. I'm assuming it's in Ravani. Is it in Ravani? I appear to have some missives, too. I'd better check those first. Boop. To missives. Message from the front. The fight for the south. Rook. Though the circumstances prompting our meeting were perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I'm glad we did meet. I'd heard of you from Varric, of course, and Harding spoke and continues to speak highly of you. That's very flattering. However, the greatest vote of confidence came from Morrigan. She's always had a knack for spotting those who might shift the foundations of the world, even if they don't know it yet. So it was she who suggested we meet, and as always, heeding her counsel proved to be the wisest decision. Unfortunately, I send grim tidings. The echoes of Solus's ritual and the escape of the gods ring across the south, and the smell of war is heavy in the air like old eggs. In Orlais, a splinter faction of the nobility has made common cause with the Venatori, those bastards, and launched an assault on both the royal forces of Orlais and the border keeps of Ferelden. Antom corsairs harass shipping out of Ostwick, and in the far southern wilds, blight has emerged once more. Dark spawn in great numbers have been spotted near the ruins of Ostagar. How many times are we going to have to save Ostagar? Twice, I guess. But I told you to leave the south to me, and I stand by that. I share this news not to ask for help, but to remind you that you and your people are not alone. The gods stir up the greatest evils in Thedas, yet its people stand stalwart and resolute. Take care of the gods in the north, and I'll make sure that the south handles itself. And when this is all over, we'll drink to victory. The first round's on me. Yours, the Inquisitor. Cordially yours. I still don't know why that's got a never-ending exclamation point on it. Follow up on the snake nest. You remember Linus Prosper, the snake nest owner? Yes, everything he did for that demonic deal, he thought it would save his kid. After we found Linus, I asked around. Linus had been raising Reggie alone. I didn't want the kid left to fend for himself. Before the end, Linus sent Reggie to stay with a friend. The friend wasn't expecting the arrangement to be long-term, but they're willing to give the kid a home. The news wasn't easy to break, but he has people looking out for him. I didn't find evidence of demons around or lingering blood magic on Reggie. The demon's interest in this family appears broken for now, but the shadow dragons will keep an eye out just in case. Thanks, Nev. You're the best detective ever. Rook, I must thank you again for helping me. Quillian, the shadow dragon healer, says I'm well mended. We've worked together to map routes through blighted parts of the catacombs. A few more wardens have arrived as well. Between the Grey Wardens and the Shadow Dragons, we'll clear these tunnels of darkspawn. We're in this together, all over Thedas. Wherever the fight takes you next, I believe you and your friends will find a way through. This blight, or blights, will be stopped. Warden Vesta. Good. All right, so, Hall of Valor is where I need to meet with Tosh. We have not been there yet, as I was worried that upon setting foot within I would be locked into an arena combat sequence that I'm not ready for at all, but if Tosh promises it's just drinks and good fun, I'll happily travel there. You're not going to lock me into arena combat, are you? Harding and Tosh. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito together. The perfect pairing. Anyone know what this game has going on with difficulty levels? I want to play, but I suck. Same. Big same. I think I'm playing on like normal difficulty, and it has been perfectly manageable so far. It's obviously one of those games where you can stumble into someone before your time, and they will out-level you, and it will be quite sad. But there's like, what, two difficulty levels below this? So I would say, give it a try. It's probably going to be just fine, even on a middling difficulty. And the combat is so smooth and sensuous. If nothing else, you can just pick your favorite companions and run around the battlefield, dodging wildly until the enemies are eventually dead. That's a solid tactic. Ha-ha! I knew it. I knew I'd find exactly 19 gold pieces behind this small wall. Thank you. Lower concourse. We catching a flight? What are we doing here? Do you have a gift for my dear friend Tosh? I'd love for that to be the case.
Team divvied up the loot. Come treat yourself.
I don't think I have had the occasion to sell anything at all to the Lords of Fortune, so I should probably take the opportunity. I don't know why I feel like I should keep a little bit of everything around, as though it will be important. For, like, end of the game, one faction I haven't quite pushed over the edge. Aha! Use my reserve inventory. But I probably just need to sell more than that to them now. I need to sell you more nug meat. That looks like about it. Alright. Enjoy. Can I call you Crispy? Enjoy it, Crispy. Priceless ancient trinkets. Yoink! Apparently not so priceless. A raiding mask. The exact type of garment I'd like to wear in Emmerich's presence. Easily cast off. I really want to have all of the cosmetic armor options. I can't wait to unlock them all.
Kick some ass!
Thank you, Crispy. Very sweet of you to say. What's this? Ballad of the Lords of Fortune. I first met the Lord of Fortune on... I don't think it's that kind of ballad. On a ship, bound for Ravane. She said, What's it got you looking sad, with eyes so full of pain? Maybe, what's got you looking sad? None of my business, really. And I said, My love is gone. It's a sad and tragic story. She said, Hang on, lad, it's not so bad. Maybe it is that kind of ballad. Hang on, lad, it's not so bad. You just need some gold and glory. Lords of Fortune never want for drink or love or joy. In holes and caves and treasure vaults they find their priceless toys. There's gold to fill your coffers, or glory at the worst. You seem a gentle chantry lad, so we'll hit the gold holes first. As opposed to the glory holes? What? Gold and glory with the lords, gold and glory with the lords. Past traps and guards and dragons lie, countless shining hordes. Gold and glory with the lords, gold and glory with the lords. We'll fight our way to fortune with skill and spell and swords. She took me to Orlais, we stole a jeweled mask. She took me down to Orzammar, and we drank down every cask. She left me in Rialto, we parted with a kiss. I later found she'd got my purse, but it wasn't really missed. Gold and glory with the lords, past traps and guards and dragons lie. I fight my way to fortune now with skill and spell and swords. Gorgeous. Gorgeous drinking song they've created. I don't mean for this to be insulting, but it seems to me that your feet haven't fully loaded their texture in yet. I don't mean for that to be insulting. Upper balcony of the hilt, which ends abruptly. I feel like I'm supposed to be one level up. I'd love to level up. If it's not too much trouble.
So,
I am a
Very interesting cape design you've created for yourselves. Seems specifically designed so that you can poke your leather booty shorts out the middle of it. Tosh talks. Dragon, Kataranda. Appearance, blue and purple back, orange underbelly, similar to Gomorden's Storm Rider coloration, but bigger than any Gomorden I've heard of. Diet, big water prey. She hunts most often during storms. Her lightning can tear a ship in half or kill a school of fish. The fish children. Better senses in water than on land, like the Vinsumer that way. Different from Vinsumer in that she will go after ships and even fleets. Behavior, Kataranda is a legend. She has devastated both Riveni and Kunari ships, a big reason sailors hide when the weather gets stormy. The Riveni Armada calls her Kataranda the Storm Rider. But that's stupid. Kataranda is Kunlat for Death Storm, and you can't call a dragon Death Storm the Storm Rider. That's just foolish. Wait, it actually looks great now that I've written it out. Death Storm, the Storm Rider.
Them down so.
It's a pretty kick-ass name.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just thinking about what I could do better in my next match.
Where's Tosh? Which one of these short people is... Ah, there. There's Tosh. Alright, let's go up here first. Before I get pushed into the combat arena. Just everything that I'm trying to avoid.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor.
Isabella and the Lords. Tosh, the Lords of Fortune aren't much for formal history. Many of our adventurers might land us in trouble. Many of our adventures might land us in trouble if we actually wrote down what we did. Tee-hee. But I've been with the Lords since before we were the Lords. Back then it was just a bunch of sea raiders. And like all raiders, we wanted gold, we wanted glory. And we were ready to backstab each other to get at all of it. But then some of us learned that gold and glory is not worth much unless you've got friends to revel in it with you. And that's how the Lords, as you know it, started. We share news about what's out there, we chase it together, everyone gets a cut, and then everyone gets drunk. We don't care who you used to be as long as you pull your weight. With asterisks. And I suppose that's a big part of why your mother showed up here with a baby in her arms. Her baby's arms, already muscular, I imagine, looking for work. So what was the first one? Before we were the Lords, someone made a drunk joke and the name stuck. A drunk joke. And we don't care who you used to be as long as you pull your weight. You know, it's a bit like being a Grey Warden, except fun. And with a beach. So it's nothing like being a Grey Warden, then. Cute.
I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do.
You drinking with us? It would be a privilege. Genuine privilege. Any other notes? Yes, you there with your back to the notes. Menu. Smash and grabs. 8 coins for bottomless breaded cheese wands. I am so hungry for that. Another coin to add Orlesian sauce. Is it made of Orlesians? 12 coins for the taste of Ferelden bread and cheese. Make it a full cheese wheel for an extra 2 silver. I guess these are coppers rather than coins, I imagine. 7 copper for the Deep Roads Crispers. Mild, medium, or Paragon. I'll take a Paragon, please. 30 copper for the Free Marches Mash-Up. Does that include bangers? Big Hauls. 20 copper for a Sea Monster Kebab. 25 for a Bronto steak with a side of optional Carta fries. Greens with Antivan, Orlesian, or house dressing with chicken, beef, or get it full Dalish. 15 coppers for the Armada Special. Could add extra cheese, greens, some more meat, or pineapple if you're feeling particularly wacky. The Golden Glory, ale, wine, and an extra copper per broken flagon. Navarin, ask us to make it Navarin with no meat. No meat, you say? I'm genuinely so hungry right now. That sounds amazing. I will take all of it, and please show me. Because if there's one thing I love more than, like, saving people, being a hero, and friendship, it's video game food. Please show it to me now. Please show me the crispers. I'm definitely gonna have to pay a copper for those broken flagons. Hey, Isabella.
Looking to fight?
Oh, Captain, my captain? I was just here to drink with Tosh, but now that you're offering, I'll fight later.
No one makes any gold if you don't fight.
No one ever makes any gold if I don't fight? That seems unfair. What if I'm tired? What if I'm sleepy? Okay, I guess we'll follow the other indicator, though I thought Tosh is the one we had equipped. Which I would think would be the bigger of the icons, but there's a big icon. We found it. Okay. Tosh? You take point? In we go. Prepare your livers. Let Tosh show off her dragon knowledge. Happily.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I instantly trust Tosh, yes.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
I mean, look at her
Sure
legs.
you're not just scared, Tosh?
You think you get scale armor
Fight
like
it if
that
you want.
without knowing a
Tell
thing
us
or
where
two?
to send your stuff after it kills you.
Aw, sorry, Cutter. Tosh gets final say. We leave the Carltons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Fine. You're the expert.
I like you. I mean, when you talk shop.
Oh, I guess he couldn't handle the heat.
Not like you can, huh?
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tosh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Oh no.
Well, that's glory.
I hope there
Fire
aren't any
breather.
holes.
They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tosh told you about fighting a Gamadon storm rider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
Are we not drinking? I was promised drink, and it seems like we're all just standing around with our hands empty. I don't mind it. I still enjoy the company. I was just thinking... a bit thirsty is all.
So, how about that?
Suspicious. Highly suspicious. Ooh, it's a big furry one. Isabella's Guide to Dungeoneering. Better to have 50 feet of rope you don't need than need 50 feet of rope you don't have. Nobody leaves a perfectly good glowing gemstone at the far end of the hallway unless they're trying to distract you from spikes about to shoot from the wall. Bring extra lockpicks. Bring extra knives. Don't take anything from a room with glowing letters in a language you can't read, particularly if those letters say Dahaflikma. If a spirit appears between you and the treasure, talk first, run second, fight last. Always look for spider webs. Spider webs mean no swinging blades in the room. Don't wear armor you can't swim in. That explains a lot about Isabella. Betray a partner and you're wealthy once, but cursed forever. Anything on a pedestal is either a trophy being displayed, a danger being guarded, or both. Don't grab it until you know which. This is highly useful information. Give me that big furry. Yum. The casings of fortune. I guess that's for me? Just regular armor for me? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, hey. Sorry you caught me doing my dagger moves. Just trying to impress you. Yep. Also wanted to impress you with my leg strength and my ignoring of ladders, I guess. Okay. That looks like I shouldn't ignore that ladder. That looks bad. We could do some arena combat while we're here, but that's gonna be a big long experience when I'm already past the 2-hour mark. I am excited to see what it's like, though. Is it round-based and I can, like, get out of it after a couple quick jabs, or am I in for the long haul? These are the questions.
Tash, hunted any dragons lately?
Tosh has nothing to say to you until you apologize, Isabella. You know what you did. We were down there standing, our hands empty, not a drink in sight, the thirst eating away at us. So now that I have this fast travel pillar? A plinth? This fast travel P unlocked, I can come back here and do arena combat any old time. I'm very excited about it. Let's leave it for now. Because in another sense, I'm not at all excited about it. And we'll die. But that's fun, too. So, quick back to the lighthouse, check if Tosh has anything to say. Though we probably have to go do the dragon hunt in order to, like, progress her next bit of companion conversation. I also, I guess, just kind of need to take Balara on, like, every mission with me. You having a skeleton party? What's going on in here? I can't wait to find out. Take Balara on every mission until her next quest unlocks. As I do want to put the priority on her companion quests until we do the whole Mythal thing. Seems very important. But first of all, skeleton party. equally
Okay,
suspicious.
that's enough.
Stop
Quiet
fighting.
now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
Manfred wants a treat. I do.
Me, I want one.
Well, I don't have any.
Oh, why'd you get my hopes up?
A little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them?
You mean there's no treat? We are going to burn this
Davrin,
fucker
where's
down.
my treat?
Come on, guys, give me a break.
Oh, come on. It's treat time. It is treat I want to flirt with him, but I also really want to go along with the bit. The bit is so cute. Can I do both? Oh, the bit, it calls to me. But I really want to flirt with you, Davrin. You're so smooth. I've joined the riot.
What are we all saying?
Well, it isn't be quiet.
Sorry, that's all I got.
Alright, bye.
Wait, you can't just leave me with it.
You better go find that treat, man.
Good luck with
You
that.
promised. Unless you want to find a bony surprise in your bed, there's gotta be a better way to say it. There's gotta be a better way to say it than that. You better give them their treat. Okay. Lucanus and Ballara are maybe having a conversation. Same with Emmerich and Nev up near the statues. It's worth checking in on both. Even if it's just a little eavesdropping.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a bit of misery now.
Right.
Nice to see you both. Sorry for dropping eaves. Grocery list. This looks like a new one than we saw last time. Since Lucanus is gone, and I'm not sure when he'll be back, I thought we could take turns going to the market. I'll start a list. P.S. This is Harding. Elf root, that cheese we had last time, it was really Gouda. Apples. Where did Lucanus get that really good ham? I'd bet that it was Treviso. Who's going shopping? We can't get that ham from Treviso anymore. And I feel guilty about it. I can go. I need powdered rash vine. Not to eat. Ballara. I love their little domestic lists. Those little touches make me feel very immersed in the organization. Alright, they're up here by the statues, right? My tummy's got to rumbling.
The view here. I could sit with it for hours.
I know, right?
It's dramatic, I'll give it that.
Oh, hi. Nev, I didn't see you there. Emmerich, wait, I see what you mean. Hard agree. Hard same, Emmerich. I'll see you both later. Alright. I should probably listen to my tum-tums and go begin the arduous process of cooking yams for my planned evening festivities, though I am so loath to stop playing Dragon Age. It seems an impossibility. To remind me next time, should we go do Tasha's thing? And I can bring Ballara with me, perhaps? Oh no, this is like her present. I totally forgot we bought that while we were out. Let's go to her room, and then I can mark her actual dragon hunty quest, though that might be a thing we need to check the dragon's level for, and flee immediately. But we'll see how it goes. Damn those yams!
Hey.
Hey, I got you something. I'm gonna put it right here. It's a bowl of
Nice.
treasures! You're welcome. Leveled her up, too. Sweet. I'm assuming that means that I can probably check my current bond level. Relationship level. That will be important. I don't know if it needs to be like maximum to get to the end of Balara's quest, or what. We'll see. Until then, go for this. Get all that bleedy damage. Thanks, Tosh. Show me Balara. It's almost to level 5. We're getting there. And I'm kind of thinking level 5 might be a good threshold point for another companion quest. So hopefully we'll make some progress with Balara next time. I would very much like to be in everyone's good graces. Almost tripped and just face planted on the ground below. So now we can check the journal. I still have demons to find. We need to go to the Hossberg wetlands, full stop. That's our next actual new biome for us to unlock. The fragment of Mythal is on hold for just a bit. So I guess I'm not seeing... Quiet, Tom. You must be quiet. I'm not seeing like a quest for the dragon hunt. Maybe I should have paid better attention as to where exactly that is. And we're just supposed to physically go there. But I'm sure it will become apparent eventually. It's also a little bit strange to me that it says there are 2 like undiscovered chests in the lighthouse? Where would such chests be? Must be in like a room that is not currently on the map? Curious that. I look forward to finding the secret chests. Let me take one more peek up here while we're right nearby. I know we have one portal to the upper level, but it didn't feel like there was anywhere else to go here. Though it is a little curious that there seems to be another blocked doorway. Strange that. Probably later in the game they will reveal themselves. But I am so greedy and curious. So, I will save it here for now. In the comfort of our living chamber. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If you are making food, if you are celebrating today, I hope you have a lovely time. If you are not celebrating today, hit me up. We'll hang out. We're just going to be making yams. Thank you for your patience, your time, your witty comments, your squawks. I will see you soonish for more delicious Dragon Age. Always a pleasure to adventure with you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you soon.